Hi, I'm Cameron Turner. I don't know if Ralph Lawler is a bigot or not. Now, he says he isn't, and I hope that's true, but the longtime voice of the Los Angeles Clippers and his analyst sidekick, Michael Smith, certainly played toward bigotry last week when they went out of their way to mock Memphis Grizzlies rookie center Hamed Haddadi simply because he's from Iran. Now, they avoided the more overt ethnic slurs. There were none of those malicious slams against Middle Eastern headwear or the region's ancient tradition of domesticating camels. But Lawler and Smith's contempt for Hamed Haddadi's Iranian heritage came through about as subtly as a brick. For one thing, they consistently mispronounced the name of Haddadi's homeland as Iran. They didn't say Iran, they said Iran. And over again, they referred to him as an Iranian. On top of that, there was a lot of innuendo, which plays directly into American fears and distrust, that whole kind of axis of evil paranoia that many of our citizens have with regard to Iran. Lawler says, so where is he? He's from Iran. And Smith says, I guess so. Lawler, that Iran? Smith, yes. Lawler, the real Iran? Then from there they go on to compare Haddadi to Borat, and then when Haddadi makes a big play, rather than give him props for it, Lawler turns it into an ethnic joke. He says, here's Haddadi, nice little backdoor pass. I guess those Iranians can pass the ball. Not one word about Hamed Haddadi's achievements as an athlete or about the unlikely path that brought him to the Memphis Grizzlies. They said nothing about how Haddadi's presence in the NBA proves that the United States is still the land of opportunity. Nor did they point out that having an Iranian in the league could potentially smash cultural stereotypes, could build bridges of understanding and brotherhood, and how it might even help begin to thaw relations between Washington and Tehran. You see, rather than celebrate the extraordinary, uplifting, and just plain cool things represented by Hamed Haddadi, Ralph Lawler and Michael Smith chose to engage in a jingoistic anti-Iranian rant disguised as humor. They became the ugly Americans, carelessly and unnecessarily throwing about inflammatory statements about another nation and its people. Lawler and Smith dove down into the gutter, and they took their viewers, Fox Broadcasting, the LA Clippers, and the NBA along with them. And make no mistake, there was nothing harmless about these comments from Ralph Lawler and Michael Smith. You see, irrespective of their intentions, their thinly masked attacks on Hamed Haddadi's Iranian heritage is precisely the sort of thing which stokes the prejudice and xenophobia which can all too easily lead to much more vicious name-calling and even violence. That's why I applaud Fox Broadcasting for suspending these two announcers for one game, but they need to go further. The network needs to require this duo to go on the air and apologize, not simply to Haddadi and to Iranian American viewers, but to all of us. You see, racial and ethnic attacks don't simply damage their intended targets. They do harm to the entire human family because they sow the seeds of fear, of anger, of division, and they prevent us from following our natural inclination, which is to identify with one another and to get along peacefully. I'm Cameron Turner, and that's my 2 cents.